and I have the Mile High Community Channel. And I see that right there. And again, it's no trouble. This is how we're going to solve problems in our world, talking to each other, even if we don't agree, correct? So,
Anything we can do to save babies, we'll do it.
okay, so I'm going to be the devil's advocate here. Okay, how about the kids are already around that they're not taking care of? You know, like,
What about for adoption?
well, okay, I get
If someone doesn't want to have a baby, all they gotta do is have it, drop it off at the fire station.
yeah, but that's kind of inhumane. You know, I'm not arguing with you, so I'm going to ask the questions, okay? I'm not going to say F you or anything like this. I want this to be civil. That's what I'm about, okay?
All they have to do, if they, 98% of unborn babies is because the people did not use contraception.
Right. I agree with that.
If they're too lazy to go to the drugstore to get contraception, then they gotta have the courage to have the baby.
Right.
Now, if they don't want to have the baby, don't want to keep the baby, drop it off at the fire station.
Okay, now I get dropping it off at the fire station and stuff like that, but in some cases, even social services would get involved, correct? That, you know, there's a lot of them crooked in there. You know it happens. You know, there's a lot of kids out there right now that don't have homes, or government money's misspent and stuff like that. Yeah, go ahead, have a seat. Go ahead.
There's a difference between foster care and adoption.
Right, and
when it comes to adoption, thousands of parents want to have a baby.
Right.
But they don't want to have a teenager.
Right. And I know that part of it, okay? I get that part of it. But at the same time, these adoption agencies are making tons of money, you know? A lot of corruption in it.
You know how much corruption Planned Parenthood has?
Oh, yeah, I agree with you, 110% there. You know, I do. I agree with that as well.
So,
but
basically, God told me a long time ago to do what I'm doing.
Okay.
Because I just don't think it's a right that anybody has to murder another person. Now you look on now of course the issue is going to be, well, that's not a person. Look at when life begins.
I believe it's what, a week or
life begins at conception.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, and that's just not a religious thing.
Right.
Right.
That's a fact. Yeah, I agree with you there. Now let me ask you this: what if you were to know that your baby was going to come out, you know, like not having a good life? You know.
Well, you know, I'll be honest with you. I do see exceptions. I'm one that does. I see three main exceptions: the life of the mother, rape and incest.
Yeah, incest.
And I have to be perfect. I have a disabled daughter. In fact, she's trying to call me right now.
Right, I respect that.
I have a disabled daughter. But at the same time, if you have a situation where the baby is so deformed, they're not gonna they're not. It's gonna be a horrible situation. I don't have an issue in that situation.
Right.
But those are less than 2%.
Right. Yeah, I don't know those facts, so I'm not going to say that. It's just a big subject in here, you know what I mean? And
so
I get some of it, and I don't get some of it, you know what I mean? There is a lot. I get what you're saying, careless people. We got tons of contraception out there, agreed, you know? But now when it comes to, because I'm not a woman, you're not a woman, okay? And again, I come here peacefully because I know sometimes this gets heated, okay, and I don't want it that way. I just want to disseminate it the best way we can to make the world a better place, okay? You know, how can you say what a woman's to do with her body? You know what I mean? That's brought up a lot, you know?
Well, the way I look at it, she decided what she's going to do with her body when she decided to have sex.
Yeah.
Now, when the baby's created, then it becomes a God thing.
Right. I'll pause it for a minute if you want. If you need to get that, or I'll let you go. Here, I'll move aside for a minute. Okay, I'm not looking at chat right now. It's kind of thing. This guy needs to take a phone call real quick. not saying I'm agreeing with this guy's issue, but this is what the Mile High Community Channel is about. Not, with all these social issues, and I'm just trying to get it out there. Again, I don't agree with them totally. There's so many children out there today that needs homes, that needs something, and I'm not saying this gentleman. Okay, here we go. There we go.
Over in here?
Huh? Yeah. Okay.
The wind is just blowing so.
Yeah. It is. It's nice though. It feels good.
Oh, it feels good.
Yeah, it feels
blows
good.
the sign around.
Well, I mean, I won't get too far into it. I mean, some of the stuff we'll agree to disagree, but I really appreciate your civil attitude about this.
Oh,
and,
I've been doing this for several years.
Right.
I've probably been flipped off on more women than anyone in the state of Colorado.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you have. And
I
me.
go down to the border,
Oh yeah, that's a rough one there. Yeah.
or I go to. I take places even worse. And that's Washington.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that as well. I get a lot too because I believe in social justice. My channel's about the community channel. I do cop watch. I do everything. Everything, and I get everybody. But when somebody's out here practicing their First Amendment, even if I don't agree with you, it's an important thing to do out here.
Oh, yes.
And we're all yelling and screaming at each other instead of talking to each other. And that's what I try to get across on my channel. So,
I appreciate you.
yeah. Again, we don't have to agree. There's a lot of children out there that need homes, and I'm a man, so I'm not going to speak on a woman's behalf, okay, on that part. So we all have freedom of choice. But, hey, God bless you, man.
God bless you too.
Yeah, and, keep up there. So this guy's out here practicing his First Amendment. This is a big subject, especially in this state, guys. And I got to give him guts because there's a lot of people out here. Just be safe, Be safe, man, for sure. But we'll go from there. Mile High Community Channel on YouTube. Okay, that's where this will be disseminated. Hope you become a community member. No hate, please. That's it. You have the right free speech. I do too, but...
thank you for the nice conversation.
Yes, sir. You take care of yourself.
Take care.
Okay, there we go, guys. Again, I don't totally agree with this guy. But again, a lot of us hold our heads in the sand. And it didn't get violent. There was recently a bombing at a Planned Parenthood. Let me get everything settled, and then I'll go look at chat. Okay, here we go. Okay, there we go. We're back. Sorry about that. It was nice, so I get a lot of people that yell at me. Okay, there you go. It's a windy day out here. Let me go acknowledge chat real quick here. Let me move forward so this gentleman can get in his car there. Okay, hey everybody, Mary Bruce. I know this is a hard subject, you guys. I do know this is most definitely a hard subject. Let me disconnect my Bluetooth. There we go. I don't know if you can hear me or not. It is a hard subject, but again, this is what the Mile High Community Channel is out there to do, is put out the hard subject, And that's what we're out to do, is put out that hard subject. And get it out there. Again, me, myself, and I could never tell a woman what to do with their body. That's just my preference. But at the same time, all these people claiming pro-life, we have tons of children out there right now that needs homes and needs love, It's just a tricky subject. And again, the gentleman mentioned, well, nobody wants a teenager. Exactly. You know what I mean? And he was honest, you know, he had exceptions to the rule. But there we go. I think we should take a little ride around since I'm already on, you know. Again, I'm not saying I agree with that gentleman, but I do love what's up? Okay, there's some new people in here. Give me a moment, guys. I'll get in there. But I do love the First Amendment. I do respect people that get out there and do what they're supposed to do, you know, and speak their mind. Four Corners, East, Carbon. I'm sorry, it's hard for me to see. The sun's shining in my eyes. But we'll just call you East. What's up? Thank you for coming in. Mary Bruce, always good to see you. Again, the Mile High Community Channel gets a little bit of everything, you guys. So that's where we are. And I just get excited when I see somebody out there practicing their First Amendment and not afraid to do it. So we're going to take a little ride. Let's see here. Let me turn off my Bluetooth because I don't know if my speaker is going through my Bluetooth or not. It was a little windy out there, guys. So, here we go. We might catch a cop watch as well. You know, and then the corporate news, they just put out one side of the story, so to speak, you know. They don't get the other side. Again, there was a bombing in Planned Parenthood. I don't think violence solves any problem in any situation. I don't condone that at all. No matter what, how, or why. Because we don't know the people that got killed in there. They had family and stuff like that. So I don't condone that at all, you guys. Not one bit. You know, I'll be straight about that. And again, I am Johnny Bravo. Yeah, I did too, Johnny. We got to get together soon, man. For sure. I just caught a guy protesting out there, Johnny. No cop watch. I guess the city's safe. Or they don't want to run into you because they know you'll tell them how it is, for sure. But yeah, that's what's going on here in the Mile High City. It's a bit windy. It's beautiful out, though. 73 degrees. Yeah, they do. They try to avoid me, too, the areas I've known in. But yeah, there we go, guys. Mile High Community Channel live. Going at it. Hope we're rocking in the free world. I know that was a hard subject to talk about. Absolutely a hard subject to talk about. But again, when I see somebody expressing their opinion and practicing their First Amendment, and especially when we can do it without screaming each other, that's a good thing, you guys. Most definitely a good thing. So, and again, the real news don't ask those questions. And they only, well, I won't even call it real news. We'll call it corporate media. How about that? They just put one narrative out there. Either it's conservative or liberal. And I don't know any news agency out there except for YouTube that keeps an honest, unbiased, fair and balanced opinion. So there we go there, guys. But yeah, there we go. Touchy subject for sure. Okay, here we go. Anything else? I don't know. But it was a quick live, you guys. No cop watch today. I haven't seen nothing exciting out there. Believe me, I'm traveling the miles, but I just don't see nothing out there right now. And that's it. This weekend, I'm going to try to get out for sure. Hope I could get with some of you guys. Yeah, I probably won't get down there until this weekend, probably Saturday. Um, yeah, let's go out. We'll go out for sure, Johnny. We'll make a plan. Monday, I got something going on, but the rest of the week, we're good. Our Saturday and Sunday, we're good. And most definitely, we'll go out there and see what's up and keep them real. Keep people real. But, okay, y'all. I'm going to let you go. Keep rocking in the free world. You smell that, guys? Freedom. Ooh, I hear sirens. Oh, it's just an ambulance. I don't want to get nobody's misery. But you know, I appreciate the whole community. Thank you so much, and even the new people in the community. We'll keep it rocking and rolling and strolling. But there we go. Hey, peace.